Hey guys, welcome to another Little Things video. I wanted to do this series on Minecraft and talk about what all the fuss is about here lately. This game, as ridiculous as it looks, is really one of the neatest games I've come across in years. And I think a lot of that has to do with timing and the style of game it is, because it really provides you with a lot of little features that many AAA games don't. This is developed by Notch, who is a small developer in Sweden, I believe, and this is beta, so it's not finished, but it's pretty close from what I understand. They're adding features as they go. Excuse me, I'm a little sick. This is Misa's texture pack. Firstly, let's get started with the modifications. One of the biggest features of this game is that you can modify it. You can retexture it, you can literally change the weapons, you can add things to it. There's everything from monster mods to builders mods to weapons mods, explosive arrows, all kinds of stuff. One of my favorites is Glimmer's Steampunk Airship, which I have version 2 downstairs. I'll show you that in a minute. Big hands up to Glimmer and all the texture pack steampunk work that person's done, as well as Misa. Misa's 64 by 64 texture pack is just phenomenal. It doesn't take away the feel of Minecraft at all, which is awesome. I am on a seed, and all the seeds are randomly generated based on their title. This is Glacier. I chose this one. You can choose your own world now. Because it's probably one of the most beautiful seeds, which, you know, basically is a world in Minecraft. You can see there's like a floating mountain out there and like waterfalls, and it's just stunning. I'm going to take you on an airship ride in a minute. But I got to get to the details here. So your inventory is a scrolling wheel down here. You press I, it opens up your inventory. Your little man looks around. It's really cool. He kind of looks at your friends as well. If you're playing multiplayer and you look at your friend, your little head will move, which is really awesome. It's kind of creepy. Everything in this game you craft yourself. Yeah. You know, you can make armor, you can make weapons, you can make plants, you can do farming, you can, you know, shear a sheep, you can blow things up, you can chop down a tree. Anything you want to do, you can do. And it's just fantastic. You know, I've seen guys light their house on fire, which is probably why you should build your house out of stone and not wood. But see, I've contained my fire in here. You know, and that's something I built, and I can put out, or I can reignite with a flint and steel, which I made. So this game, not to get off track, but this game lets you do whatever you want. You start off, it's survival mode. You got nothing. You're out in the woods. You dig dirt with your hands, and it begins with a threat of monsters coming out at night. Some of the little things I'm going to bring up: creativity. You can do whatever you want. If you're scared, dig down in the ground and shelter yourself off until the daylight comes. The sun comes out, it burns the zombies and the skeletons alive, which is another little thing. The attention to detail in this game is just fantastic for what it is. I made fun of this game relentlessly, I will admit, for months, because one of my friends played it, and I thought, why on earth would you play that thing? It looks just silly. It looks like it was built in the 80s. Well, right now, the timing for this game is ideal because it offers, the answer is it offers more than most AAA games. It's a true sandbox in best sense of the word that I've seen in a long time. You build your house, you mine, you gather resources, you do what you want to do, you do it how you want to do it at the speed you want to do it, and they give you tools. You know, you can basically take every item you see in the world and utilize it as a resource to build and continue your progression. You know, it's dangerous, it's threatening at night, you will die, it is hard. You might think, oh, this pixelated cube game's got to be a joke. No, you'll die a lot, all the time. Things are vicious. You know, I've even had cows push me off ledges before because there's like a, you know, a bump feel to the game where it's almost like physics, you know, you get moved around. Now we're coming on nighttime. And you can kind of see that it's starting to shade out and get darker and darker. This is the time of night where all the ghouls come out, and you really got to hide. Now, I have a shelter already. I have a really contemporary Ames era Frank Lloyd Wright house here that I tend to build, and shut my door so the ghouls don't get in. You know, and it's going to get pitch black. That's another little thing I want to go over. The game uses real light sources. You know, if you put a torch down in the snow, it'll melt the snow. If you light a piece of wood on fire, it'll burn your whole house down if you have all the pieces of wood close to each other. If you light a tree on fire, it'll burn the tree down and spread to any trees next to it. It has a completely realistic feel and a great amount of attention to detail. The sunsets in this game and sunrises are just awesome. They really give you a sense of the night and day cycle, which is kind of how you live your life in Minecraft. If it's dark out, you kind of need to be aware of it, and you need to pack up if you're exploring and shelter yourself. You can see the torches are starting to give off good light now. See how dark that is? It's another little thing I'm going to mention. There are very few games out, regardless of whether they're an MMO or single player, that give you that kind of depth. Deep, dark, spooky atmosphere where you don't know what's in front of you. This game does it. I mean, you could see it's pitch black out there. And if I was to go out there, the only thing that would keep me aware of where I'm going is the man-made light sources. You see I've got a little fire island out there, and that's just a marker for me. And I have one down there, and that just lets me know where my house is, because I navigate sometimes by the sea, and by airship. And that helps me get home. This is my little landing pad for my very cool steampunk airship by Klimmer, and this is really, really cool. Hope I'm saying his name right. It's one of my favorite mods, actually. Jack-o'-lantern. You take this thing, you break it, and you pick it up, and you put a candle in it. I'll show you. You take your pumpkin, put it on your head. Check this out. Pumpkin view, guys. Come on. I mean, is that not awesome? I mean, what game does that? It might as well be as advanced as Mortal Online with this cool helmet look. Yeah. Then you take it, and you can actually put a torch in it, and it'll turn into a jack-o'-lantern. And it'll light up your way. As a matter of fact, I'll show you that really quick. I take one of these torches off the wall and stick it underneath the pumpkin and make a jack-o'-lantern. Now my language here is all screwed up because I can't seem to get a mod texture pack to work right now. It's kind of freaking out. Now you see how I illuminated the area. Take a look down here. The fire island, the animals are attracted to the light, and they literally go up to it sometimes and get burned to death. That's pretty cool. Pretty neat feature. And you can set up little fire traps, lava traps, all kinds of things. That's another little thing, is the dangers are for everyone. You know, if you fall in there, you're dead. If a creature falls in there, it's dead. Awesome. So the little things, not only can you build everything, you can destroy everything, you can remake everything. It's basically your world, and you take your time doing that however you want to, at whatever pace you want to. This is the engineering room I've got here. This is where I build things. You've got crafting benches. You can build these things on the fly if you're out in the world from the resources that you find. These are furnaces. This is my fire pit. Very nice work with the texture pack from Misa. So I'm going to go down to my bed, turn it into daytime, and give you a brief trip on the airship. Alright, it's daytime. We've slept through the night, which is a new feature they just patched in. And a little thing I'd like to mention, you can change the time of day by going to sleep. And if you're on a multiplayer server, you can actually do it, and everybody in the server goes to sleep at the same time, and it activates the night cycle. Pretty cool. And it gets rid of night and turns it to daytime. So, here's our steampunk airship. We're going to get in it, turn it around, and take off. Now, one of the things you're going to notice is, I mean, for a game that's made of cubes, I've got to say, the shading and the textures, they're beautiful. When you get into dark caves and stuff, I mean, it really has a sense of feel like it is a dark cave. And there's my house built into the side of a mountain. I just chose to do that, and I did it, and that's my home. Really, really neat feature, I think, that you can choose wherever you want to build your home. This game has some of the more advanced ideas in it that we've all been hoping for in MMOs and larger games, like player housing and really dramatic day and night cycles, you know, so you're actually afraid at night, and there's a purpose to having a torch. You can run around and put torches down and illuminate light sources. There's dungeons. That's another little thing I'd like to mention. There's treasure chests in there. You get all kinds of awesome loot. So I'm going to go down here into this cave and plummet down with the airship. kind of give you a view of this thing. Check this out. You can go down here into these caves, fly the airship through. One of the biggest little things I'd like to mention is they're doing mod support, which is awesome. Someday soon they're going to have support so everybody who builds mods can literally just toss them in a folder, and much like Oblivion, you'll be able to mod the game. Get back around here. Just wanted to take a quick moment to give you a visual tour before I sign off and give you just a little update on Minecraft. Probably one of the most open sandboxy games out there. The execution is excellent. It feels like a finished product even though it isn't yet. He's done a great job on making this game accessible and making it a challenge, which is really, really great. And I hope you guys enjoy this Little Things video. Keep an eye out. We're going to do a Minecraft Cribs video up next, showing off all of our player homes, which are really cool and contemporary. Hope that gives you a little insight into Minecraft, and hope you enjoyed another Little Things video. And look forward to seeing you guys next time as I land my steampunk airship. Oh yes. Perfect landing. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.